Alright, hey guys, and welcome back. So I did end at last episode a little kind of abruptly. I did end up, some of my friends came up and we went out and did a little bit of fun stuff outside of the dorms. So, moving on from where we left off, we were about to make our crafting tools. Because we have enough nimble wood and enough clay to do that. So, we will craft as many of those as we can in the shortest amount of time. And they are best weapons to use, and our gathers up and about and around, gathering whatever else we can kind of salvage while we wait for those to kind of come into view. Okay. So, we're gonna put that on very low. I also changed to full screen, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, okay. How many turns will that take? That'll take, so 9 turns. We'll have all of our lovely baskets, which is fantastic, right? Want all the baskets in the world. We got it. Oh, we'll wait those 9 turns to see how we're doing. Another tremor shakes your village to its core. The fields around your home shake violently, and the skies turn dark and foreboding. The earth grumbles and cracks open, but before reaching your threshold, it all stops. In the midst of the chaos, you see a lonely elderly man trying to make it to your gates. We'll try to help him out. You run out and grab the old traveler, and together you run back into the relative safety of your homestead. The stranger speaks, his voice torn and worn out. Thank you, kind strangers. This was very unwise, and yet it is very strangely heartwarming to see kindness alive, even in the dark hours. Still, for all you know, I could be a bloodthirsty fiend, so I would advise more caution. Who are you? What are you doing here? Oh, I am but an old man, and a nobody. I won't survive for trying to spread the word to warn others of the fate of my home. What is the fate? What was that? What fate was that, Jesus? What do you speak of, old man? Isn't the darkness and the constant onslaught of demons and other enemies enough? Ah, you would think so, wouldn't you? But alas, Thea has yet more destruction in store for us. It's the giants. The giants are returning, and when they come, will all die. My home was struck by the tremors and destroyed into cinder. All that is left is a footprint of a creature I have never dreamt of, and I fear your home may be in its path as well. Giants? We've never seen any giants. What are they? Where do they come from? I will not claim to know it all, for I am but one man. But I was the elder of my village, so I did hold some old knowledge. It is said that in the old days, far from the past, even before humans are made, giants roamed Thea and wreaked terror on the land. Then later our god struck them down and they disappeared. But who knows? But now who knows? Maybe the darkness revived the beast. So, should we move our village or god to him in more calamity? I mean, we'll try to deal with them, right? Ooh, that's a hefty axe. Those are hefty rings. Hello. Stop them, I have no idea, but I suppose you will need more knowledge. You will need to find someone who has dealt with them before, or someone who may know why they came back. All I found in our old books was the ancient map. It refers to the giants into a place where a knowing man may dwell. This is why I set out on my mission. I swore to my last dying brethren that I will spread the word, and in doing so, perhaps someone, someday, will exact revenge. For my home's demise, I must go now and seek others and warn them. Here, have this bag for my last bodyguard to help your quest. Alright, gives us directions, and we'll be on our way. Right? The map points to a hillside far into the distance with the notes, the hills have eyes. Alright, perhaps we'll track that down. And then we get some tremors, and we get a little bit injured. That's okay. So, remembering from my old playlist, the Giants quest, the final fight or talk you can do is a 5 skull orange, which is absolutely absurdly tough. So, we will, for now, leave that quest there. Let's get silver. Cause, yeah. And then let's get one-handed swords. Alright, cool. Okay. So now everybody's back on making their infinites of bread. I don't think there's any swords I can craft that are actually worth the amount of, like, fighting I'll be doing for them. Because, like, yeah. But I now have a whole bunch of axes. I made one that's bad quality and a good quality one, so that's nice. So, can you... Yeah, I don't think she can. She can't even take the bad quality one. No, it's okay. Can you take one of these? Oh, you can. Alright. And we're just gonna basically go through and give. So, I mean, what's her gathering at right now? Like, if she's got 6 gathering, now she's got 9, so... So we'll give out all the best gathering objects we have right now. All of our warriors will be so pleased that we can actually gather now, and instead of sit there going, gosh, dang it. Takes us 10 turns to do this. Ugh. Aren't you a crafter? She's a gatherer. Oh, okay. So we will take away that. Wow. We have to like strip of her inventory to give her something to use. Okay, I will deal with inventory stuff later. So again, we have another gatherer. You have a 4 though, and I have a bunch of 5s. And you've got a 3, and I've got a 5. And I've got a crafter with a 5 crafting. I have a 2 crafting hammer. Now, I don't think any of my crafters have worse than that at the moment. And then we go to our Striga, and bam. Okay, so then let's go for... So medics can't equip anything really more. We have a 7 damaging sword of 1 for there. Okay, what about armor? So we got 17 armor, 18 armor. You can wear that. Okay, and then you have a thing that gives you more damage. That's pretty good. And this gives you leech. Leech is usually really good. It'd probably be very good to kind of spread that out a bit around our group there. Give him that, and then go back to this guy. He's got a 30 damaging axe and 16 armor. Give you a bit more armor. And we'll look into those in a little bit. You have 3 damaging swords, so that needs to be definitely upgraded there. You also have 5 armor, which is not the best for a woman, although can't really equip much more. Let's take off some of your supplies, because I want to get rid of that 5 armor. That's really bad. You have a really crappy shield as well, so we will upgrade that, and then we will give you some trinkets. Alright, and then moving on to Lubo, who has a 23 axe. We have a 22 and a 22. You have 15 armor. You should have better than that. There's that. We don't have another mask thing for him, and he'll be done there. So Menamor. We do have some supplies we can give him, otherwise... Oh, is that over there? That's okay. So yeah, he's pretty much good. Yeah, this is why we need 2-handed swords, though, is because a lot of these 1-handed swords are really crap. Alright, so he's got an 8 damaging axe, so I'm not too sure. I mean, we could just give him one of these. We'll give him that big old axe. Give him a ring. He's got a lot of stealth now. Oh, he's got 11 stealth. That's nice. Okay, so then moving on to Samaghost. He looks pretty good to me. You've got a blunt axe, but I mean, it does absolutely like no damage, so we'll like triple your damage there and move on. 15 damage there. I don't think we'll beat that. And another thing too as well is giving like your gatherers and such these kind of like one kind of big old 2-handed weapons is a lot better than giving them a sword and a shield, because then they can do some damage. And like, you know, like he's got a spear. Like giving these guys like piercing damage kind of tools is usually pretty good. And then, so everybody else is pretty much good except for her. I don't think we can give her too much more, though. She's pretty much maxed out, yeah. I mean, we could take off that and give her that, and then go to our Striga, give him some folklore and feint, and find a better weapon for our man here. So I don't think we don't have a better weapon at the time, but armor, 12 armor there, we do have that, and he's got that. So now everything in here we can totally just scrap. Alright, so then we will dismantle all those items. We get a big old chunk of them back, but again, we won't really be able to do anything to anything else. So now we are going to grab our expedition here, grab just a whole other bunch of food, grab some vegetables, grab some grain, grab some meat, grab some wood, grab 30 wood, and then again on our best medic, so she's pretty good in the medical field there. Grab all of our warriors. Okay, and then grab our Striga. Actually, we will leave our Striga, just to have the extra kind of defense, for now. So, for now, right now, there's nothing really in particular we need from resources besides like maybe food and such. Like we go down here and get some fish and maybe some fruit and more exotic fruit. Because right now we need to add more research points to our cause and obtain a better understanding of our world. So where is that fruit? The fruit's right there. So we can just have them camp right there and they'll harvest this exotic fruit and those fruits. And for now, we will look into crafting some tools. Now we're not going to be crafting like mithril one-handed swords. That's a complete waste of my supplies. So we'll probably throw some like bones, some of this amber, and grab some basic logs in here, and we'll craft one and see how it goes for us in our science department. So we only have 5 research points right now, or well, 5 science, and that gave us about 3 now. It's not the greatest, but we will love to have the supplies kind of rolling in. And yeah, with the increase of our gathering here, we now have a very substantial amount of gathering ability. So it makes our camps a little easier to gather supplies right now. So yeah, back again. We will go in and make another amber bone with the basic wood. We will tell them to make not an infinite amount, but as many as they can afford, and we will do that. And we will then move on to our group here, and we're just gonna have everybody pretty much work on wood. And then we will go back into town. So we will dismantle that sword we made, and now we will. So at this point in the game, we're no longer kind of sitting here going, okay, so we gotta do this and this and this. We're now in the point of the game where we're trying to kind of build up our science to really advance our race to become better within themselves. So we're really trying to drive us into the technological advances of our people. And we're really trying to make it so that these science points come out to us at kind of a replenishable rate, but also a rate where it's kind of usable.
Saw dude.
Saw, dude.
Apparently somebody got caught in our fishbowl snorting coke. And as somebody who lives on this side, so I kind of have a suspicion as to who the fuck it was. Such a dumbass. Why would you do it? If you're gonna do it, don't do it in a fishbowl.
He was in the fishbowl.
Snorting coke.
Snorting coke.
Yep. Such a dumbass.
It's 8:31. It's not even like, if you came in and like told me at like 2 in the morning, I'd be kind of like, okay, so it was kind of like a smart-ish, almost got away with it kind of thing, but
Yeah,
it's
like, if he was
8:31.
like trying to hide it from his roommate or something, you're just doing that. But still, why would you just go in the bathroom? It's in a fucking fishbowl and it's this early. It's such a dumbass. Have you done the alcohol EDU anything yet?
Nope. I decided to record a YouTube video before doing that.
Yes. Yeah, I started the thing and I halfway through it.
Yeah,
But now I get to do a survey on marijuana. Perfect timing. Great.
It's like, it has like an ID recognition.
Marijuana use and motivation.
It has like an ID recognition on it. How was your experience with the police?
Have you ever smoked or ingested marijuana at some point? Nope. No, I have not.
No, I have not. I'm not looking at my ticket for $1,000.
Okay, dude, I already made like 120 a day.
I mean, by the time the ticket's due, you'll probably have 1,000. And you could even work off, like, you could probably do community service and chip it down to like 400.
Yeah, no, and there's a class you can take which take like 400 off of it apparently.
Yeah.
Like the judge sets it as a price of the class, knock another 400 off.
It's not too bad.
Maybe. Let's see.
Maybe. Hey, let's go back to sleep. That was easy.
Duration 7 days.
Even if you choose not to drink, other people.
That was loud.
Ah, cool. Damn. Not even reading shit.
I'm just scrolling back. I feel ya. Not big old boy, yeah.
It was supposed to take 7 minutes. I spent less than a minute. It was supposed to take 7 minutes.
Yeah. They're like, this'll take your entire day. Oh, you're done now? Okay. I'm just happy that we don't have to, like, take, like, an actual test on that kind of stuff. Like, if they're like, okay, guys, make sure to come on in after you take your test, and we'll test you on if you actually, like, did it or not. I'd be like, I'm good. Be like, as much as I understand you want to keep us safe and keep us in the knowledge of knowing that drugs and all that stuff is bad, I don't really want to take the test. It's just wasting my time, their time. It's boring.
Done. Okay.
Done. For sure. Ugh.
Here. And I have to edit a paper with the like.
Ugh. Sounds
Oh,
nasty.
this one only has 3 fucking things. You know how the other one had like 12, like, or just like arrow to the next section? You see? Yeah, the other one had like 20 of them. This one only has 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that after I'm done recording.
Yeah.
Got like 4 minutes.
It's super easy. Not doing shit. Oh, more fucking surveys. That's all this is.
Cause those are the worst, cause you kind of like, you're just like, oh, I don't wanna fucking fill this out. I feel like video stops and hates. An lone figure appears and speaks. I am Keith, and I've come for my child. What child? How dare you attack? What child? I'm a spirit of the Lord of the Winds, a servant of the weather masters. You took a child from the wind and gave it shelter. For this I thank you. Now it is time for me to awaken my child and let it choose its face. Sure. Maybe? Sure. You bring forth the child, and as it gets closer to the wind, the creature transforms into a wind spirit as well. Gaze speaks. Now choose, child. Come with me or stay with your new family. Whatever you choose, you are now a child of the wind. I've never had this encounter before.
What?
It's like I'm basically like I'm playing a game like it's like a civilization, but you can like quest in storylines and you can like control every single person all on their own.
Mm-hmm.
I just got a quest where I like have some kid of the wind, and I can now ask the kid to stay or go with his father, and I'm like, that's fucked.
Yeah.
But it's like I gave the kid shelter and stuff in the time of like his need, so like I'm feeling like, yo, if you stay here, like, you know, it'll be good for you. But if you go with your father, he'll teach you how to like advance your ability of being a wind spirit and like fuck the world up with it. But then you might come for me, so I'm like, I'm not sure. And like if I ask the kid to stay and the kid's like, no, fuck off, I'm gonna attack your village now. Then I'm like, oh shit. Let's ask him to stay. The child joins its father for a time, becoming one with the hurricane, but then it comes back to remain with you. Good. Is all I have to say. Child of Wind stays, but it soon becomes clear it cannot control its power. One day you return to the village to find it ravaged by a tornado. The child is nowhere to be found. Destroyed 300 grain, 33 coal, 6 nimble wood, and 11 ancient wood. Fucking bitch. God damn it. There goes trying to be a nice guy and keep the kids safe, right? there. Three. Stone's probably the best material. What manager first. Go grab wood. Ancient wood. We will. And there's there's skeletons. Nice. Some intelligence. Cool. Grab some. Okay. Alright. So. Alright. That'll be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Do check out my videos. Like Thea, and I'll catch you guys in that next video. See ya.